Hi folks, Solareye here from Stanley Odd. Got my hot water and lemon. I got you backpedaling, putting rhetoric in pedal bins of running adrenaline since the Mary and the tenor bit. Unsettling, the verdict is I'm better than other elements that slither and try to stick the venom in. Forget the Kool-Aid, I drank the Benylin, good night medicine, codeine to counteract amphetamines. Level-headed on a seesaw of irrelevance, deer stalking the predator, I'm siding with the venison. Serving with the side order of penitence. Again, I'm just a menacing presence in the hip-hop halls of residence. It's my house now, you better split, call the reverend. I need to exercise the tenement to purge the evil resident. Resident evil, brainless zombies learn to spit umbrella-less. The storm's coming and you're never going to weather it. Careful with your cleverness, the devil's ever present with the verse of scripture and the hefty shove towards the precipice. Yeah. One thing worth mentioning, one verse, one rhyme scheme didn't get repetitive. What's with the petulant speech marks, the eloquence? Try to bracket me and I'll stick you in parentheses. Your better sentences reek of empty sentiments, dead fires in your settlements. Leave now and I'll let you live. I missed the awkwardness specialist, speech therapist, thinking that you're better. You can whistle like a theremin, heroin and haggis. Pie out, yes I'm repping it, shouts to focus, skate shop, Noiriki and Rebel Inc. I read the Bible wrong, call me terrorist or freedom fighter. Might be righter cause my skin lacks the melanin. History is relative, listen kid, it's imperative you get on the right side of the story when you're telling it. It's all in the editing. Ask yourself who benefits. At the end of it, I'd still rather be Tesla than Edison. If as a writer I control the script and heads will spin, and my suggestion is you wind your neck in like a terrapin. One more thing worth mentioning, two verses, one rhyme scheme didn't get repetitive. Ladies and gentlemen, careful what you're stepping in. The cultures we've invested in are annexed by the mega rich, like selling off the post office to privatise Confederates. I don't mean letters when I say the poor can't get their messages. The system teaches wains go where the cheddar is. No need to make things, it's all about how we're selling them. Ash-faced MPs declare that art's irrelevant, then worship at the altars of Nasdaq and Merrill Lynch. I'm saved by my own personal seraphim, angel faced with razor blades to keep me level-headed with. If you're not stellar then you're not ready to mess with this. Wedded with the beauty and the deadliness, she off the temperament, explosive like acetylene. Steel petal shows her metal with a healthy dose of gentleness. So all you heavy kids that revel in your mentalness can chew on that, it might just correct your speech impediments. Yeah. One more thing worth mentioning, three verses, one rhyme scheme didn't get repetitive. There we go, folks. Yeah, it's nice to be actually playing a song. I haven't done much of this live streaming stuff since we've been in lockdown over the last year. So yeah, thanks to the Samas for asking me, and it's nice to play some tunes. That was a song called Didn't Get Repetitive off the Solareye solo record from 2018. I'm going to do a tune now, which was the first song that we released as a single for the upcoming album on the new Stanley Odd record. We actually released it in January 2020, but obviously a lot's happened since then and we've been punting singles out since. So anyway, this is called Where They Lie. They lie in riverbeds and at the bottom of the ocean, in ditches, in stasis, in coffins, in motion. They lie under bridges, underpasses and subways, on cold slabs, on demand. On Sundays they lie with us, they lie with each other, they lie on a bus, and they lie undercover with fathers and mothers, sisters, brothers, bare naked lies as their lions uncovered, as they lie in their beds on pamphlets and forms. They lie in their heads on floors and chaise longs. They lie for their country, lie lie on command. They lie down for money, lie where they stand. They don't lie on their feet, they lie in the streets. They go on holiday for 6 weeks and lie on a beach, while broken bodies of children lie in a beach. They lie through their teeth with anti-migrancy speech. Every day they lie between sheets of paper, on laptops, phones, in dreams and in vapours, in broad daylight, in offices, on policies, schools and colleges, on beds of broken promises. They lie in dark alleyways under cover of night, and outside buildings with anti-homeless spikes. Well, they lie on the ground, and they lie where they stand, and this is the lie of the land. The planet's on fire and there's cracks in the sky, and they lie. So tired of the games and them rolling the die, and they lie. Wringing hands, getting fatter, chucking scraps to get by, and they lie. Then they look in your face and they spit in your eye. They lie. On benches, they don't lie in the trenches. They even scribble their names as they lie in their mentions. They lie with beasts, they lie with man. They lie with their feet, they lie with their hands. They lie on their backs, they lie on their fronts, and compete with each other for the lie of the month. They lie on the carpet, lie on the free market. They're lying on targets, and they lie in the darkness. They even lie in the morning and they lie on the night. Then they lie on recordings and they lie into mics. Then they lie on the page, on air and the stage. They've been lying so long they forgot how to stand straight. They continue to lie if you catch them lying out, and there's no place to be found that they won't lie around. Lie in, lie out, yes they lie with their mouths, thinking of the public spaces where they could lie about. Lie asleep, lie awake, lie in court, lie in wait. They lie in locked rooms and fill the lying, lie on tape. Then they lie on the surface, ignoring underlying problems, and lie in people's faces at the same time as they rob them. They've got empty lies, they've got full lies, they've got long lies, they've got school ties. They lie on Egyptian cotton and sleep through the night, while the innocent lie awake in fear for their lives. They lie. They lie. The planet's on fire and there's cracks in the sky, and they lie. So tired of the games and them rolling the die, and they lie. Wringing hands, getting fatter, chucking scraps to get by, and they lie. Then they look in your face and they spit in your eye, and they lie. They lie. They lie. They lie.
I love my masters. 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 I love my masters.
Cool. Okay, the next tune I'm going to do is my own version of a Stanley Odd single that came out last year. This is a tune called She's a Wee Witch, and this version is nothing like the single version, and we'll just have to see how it turns out. We released this at Halloween last year, and I'm going to try and play a version of it just now. So let me just set this up and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's give this a go. she's a wee witch, she be witching. Come the witching hour in the kitchen. Smoke drifting, eyes mischief, pour another drink for the dawn in the distance. See her, she's a wee witch. In the setting light you can see it. Every morning at first when she wakes, and every night as we burn at the stake, she's a wee witch. A raving, pulse racing, the circles we're tracing to keep them hearts racing. She put a spell on me, long time woman. Check her melody, not quite human. See her, she's a wee witch. In the setting light you can see it. Every morning at first when she wakes, and every night as we burn at the stake, she's a wee witch. Still see sparks fly, wild eyes flash, hiding in plain sight. But you can't tame my wildcat, now to me wildlings share that nest. And I take a breath whenever I step into the craziness. She crosses paths with black cats and time zones. No cauldrons or pointy hats or old crones. 1982 born as the crow flies and time's flown. 10 years in the future telling Elliot to phone home. And if you know then you know, and if you don't then you don't. Like trading fortunes and tea leaves and old bones. They say witches aren't real and they're just make-believe. I don't know about that, but I'm only even real cause she believes in me. See her, she's a wee witch. In the setting light you can see it. Every morning at first when she wakes, and every night as we burn at the stake, she's a wee witch. Cool. Okay. Just get that mic live again, folks. Okay, so last tune. Yeah, this is my last song for just now. Thanks again, huge thanks to the Samas, to Richie and to Alana and everyone else involved for asking me to play a few tunes today. Also, I think it's very much worth mentioning just how important the Scottish Alternative Music Awards are for emerging and underground artists all around the country from all musical styles and backgrounds. So big up the Samas and thanks very much for all the hard work they do. Okay, so I'm going to try and play one last tune just now. Let's see how this goes. This is a song called Kill Switch. Listen. Thanks very much, folks. Peace out. Check. Yeah. Welcome back to Savage Exchanges. Yeah. Can somebody explain, please? Every time a girl's having a baby, I feel like I'm living in Gavin and Stacey. Wait, is that reference dated? Fine, cause this face comes straight from the 80s. I'll put you through your paces. It's so hard to find good conspirators lately. Fake news, deep fakes in the deep state keep folks glazed on cheap cocaine. This is a new remedy for the sexes. Toxic shock to get felt on the Richter. Mate, why so gleek it? Been in this since, let me say, geez your jacket. We are collaborators, we are collaborators, we are collaborating. Real contamination, you are the state of fear and I am the agent. God bless you, sir, assalamu alaikum. Nostalgic for an imperial nation that crumbles under closer examination. Hard Brexiteers claim they're booking travel agents. Bon voyage, I hope you get detained at immigration. OWR, old white and racist, caught in the sleeper, hold in the matrix, thinking the skin you're in makes you different. You're not an expat, mate, you're an immigrant. You don't know what century you've been living in. You're not poetry, mate, you're a limerick. Dumb things malfunction, assumptions, disruptions. Beers not bombs for your luncheon. We want drums, not drones, you dumpling. Rising tensions, no NHS and no pensions, no post office, no assisted living, and you wonder why there's no community spirit. I'm taking cheap shots at Jacob Rees-Mogg. Bloodsuckers know the people they can feed off. Send this line of minor Etonians off to SA and have a mine in zirconium. This is a reverse kill switch. Sound the alarm, this is not a drill, kids. Raise the alert, smash the glass, I'm still blitzed. In case of emergency, get out your phone and film this. Yeah. This is a reverse kill switch. Sound the alarm, this is not a drill, kids. Raise the alert, smash the glass, I'm still blitzed. In case of emergency, get out your phone and film this. Palestine's a friend of mine. It's past time to end apartheid. How's that a heretical view to question Benjamin Netanyahu? Agitprop is an insult, not hip-hop, an insult. I'm standing on stage with a live grenade, and when I let it fall you could hear a pin drop. I watched the Amazon on fire, while my Amazon fire. Tried to log out the planet, said your password's expired. You implied that we generalise with no mission, which is weird because I thought I'd been pretty specific. And just because I think we should all get along, you seem to think I've no content in my songs. I'm interested in commonalities, building bridges where you're bombing alleyways. What I believe in is being good and decent. It's weird you don't see that as just humans being. Can I kick it? Yes you can. Wait a minute, who you calling I can't? I'm a can of worms that you don't want to open, me. Too many years nose praise to the coalface. Officials are paid off to instigate wars, while publicly wringing their hands and shouting praise God. Conspiracy theorists can't be serious, howling from crazed blogs. Information overload, I'm needing to take stock. Wait, stop infobesity. Too much mass info, force feeding me. Call it foie gras syndrome. An embattled and embittered public rise up when the municipal virtual reality feed is interrupted. First round the virus got the frail and the weak. The sound of silence while we stand and sleep. Next comes the violence, power cuts, riots and them blaze in the street. Haven't even been able to Google my own name in a week. So many people doing cocaine, delivery drivers rapping off in their own lanes. Council cut with a claymore, like Brexit you get what you pay for. 3 for 80 I believe. Me I'm 50-50 on whether or not we prop up the economy. This is a reverse kill switch. Sound the alarm, this is not a drill, kids. Raise the alert, smash the glass, I'm still blitzed. In case of emergency, get out your phone and film this. This is a reverse kill switch. Sound the alarm, this is not a drill, kids. Raise the alert, smash the glass, I'm still blitzed. In case of emergency, get out your phone and film this. Here. Solareye, Stanley Odd. Shouts to the Samas. Big ups everyone. Catch you soon. Peace.